caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kate, that is a linebacker who's done his homework. He understands leverage, he understands containment, and he understands how to bring it back down for a loss.
The second down throw from Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that's going to give the Lions the first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down. Off play action, Goff. Oh, he's headed for the ground. They get him at the 35. John Franklin Myers. And that is 6 sacks for him this season.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Third and long for him here. Taking a shot deep here. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down. And I think we kind of all knew what was coming. That last sack kind of forced their hand. The best option to extend that drive was to just throw it deep and hope.
I think that's exactly why sacks are so productive for defenses. It's because it does, to your point, force the hand of the offense.
It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Titans to the line now. First and 10. On the give, this is Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be third down and 1. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
On target to Helm. He's got the first down grab and still going. With a lot of mess on the move here. To the house for Tennessee. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Here's Slide to try the point after. No issues, Brock, as he knocks this one through. And our score 14-7 now here in the first.
Lions 7.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate. That offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Goff back to throw. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And give him an even 10 here, Brock, before he hits that sideline. This is going to get him a good bit closer now for this 3rd down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Out of the shotgun. Goff. That one complete to St. Brown. Off to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And it was 1st down Detroit.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They go play action with Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. He's going to get to the sideline and out. Gain of, looks like about 23 yards. And that's going to be a Lions 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He's got a gain of 6 there. Kevin Winston in on that tackle.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Goff setting the throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. He's got it. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And we're back square. 14 apiece here. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Now on the return, here's DK. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return, the Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee to the line, first and 10. Ward off the play action. That's completed right side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 44 yards.
Tennessee.
Shotgun handoff to Singleton. Makes the tackle. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to give the Titans a first down.
Yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
Offense is set. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they answer. Touchdown, Tennessee. T-Murray DK. His 6th of the year, 2nd in this game. Here's Slide to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Lions 14.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Goff off the play action. Got a man over the middle. It's St. Brown. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's Goff on first. Starting off sharp, 9 of 10 throwing the football to begin this one. From the pistol, it's Gibbs. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So after plenty of scoring already. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Ford Field on its way. Offense to the line. Second down. Goff working from the pistol. Finds Isaac to Slaw. Complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down. Is over. Give him 9 on that play.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Okay, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. There's the hit. Second forcing that play. That's going to get the Lions the first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's little boomer busts, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. Middle of the field, taken in by Laporta. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Rose caught. And he is in with the dive. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. First return score, and now he's got a receiving one, too. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Bates' extra point is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Here's Ward. Finds him on the crossing route. And a dive. He's in. Touchdown, Titans. Carnell Tate, his 3rd of the year. Here's Sly to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Lions 21.
We'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. Here's the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. He beams one deep right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Throwing is gone. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Big strike here to Williams. He's down in that play list of 26 big ones. That's good for the 1st down.
6 yards.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now gone. Catch made underneath by the back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Looking at 3rd down here after that last completion went backwards. Goff back to throw. To the right, he's got to slow. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets in the 1st.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Here's Goff now on 1st. And as it stands right now, just shy of 3,000 yards passing on the season. Gibbs now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now a pitch to Gibbs. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down.
I'm not seeing any signs of wear on those legs. In fact, I think this running back likes getting his number called. Eventually, sure, you're going to have to spell him, but right now he's in a pretty good rhythm.
Needing 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Looking to throw. Gone. They're going to slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. It is first down Detroit. Defenders in the area. They still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here's Goff on first. Now 4-6 passing on what has been a very busy drive for him. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Alontae Taylor on the coverage.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Gone. He's keeping it. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap here to go. Dumped off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on third down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Trying to get it on the keeper. And he won't even come close to getting back to the line here. No shot at converting. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, 4th down, I get it. You want the ball with your biggest playmaker. And a lot of offenses, that's quarterback. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. First carry here for Tony Pollard. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
the play fake. Here's Ward. And he's going down. They make the play at the 11. Christian Wilkins. And they come through to force a 4th and 11. Punt team on the field. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And that boot will instead be what starts our 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. The Titans have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
At the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They go play action with Goff. And this is going to line up incomplete. Second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Alontae Taylor on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Goff setting the throw. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good. 4 on Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Goff on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pick up a 12 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 76! 72 for 1!
They pitch it to him. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. That's his 2nd of the year. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. This is good. So this game now hanging on every possession, Brock, just like we like it. We're tied up here in the 4th. Tying this game up. They're all set to center away. Now on the return, here's DK. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. He finds Hill, right side. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So I'll give him, it looks like about 7. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Ward's going to throw it. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Robinson sent in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
And it's 3rd down.
Ward setting up to throw. And he loses control, and that one's going to hold the ground, Brock. He needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate, but it's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. On the draw, this is Gibbs. Through the 2nd level at the 40. There he goes on the right side. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs gets another here in the 4th. Bates now for the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Now on the return, here's DK. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Gonna throw this one. Ward. That's complete to Alec Manor. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Titans losing by 7. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Ward in the pistol. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
It's a gain of 20.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Back to throw. Catch made left side by Tate. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch, and hit got there quickly.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game.
Ward's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. And they're going to get there in time. Down he goes. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
And 12 at the 12-yard line.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. He'll look to throw it. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Setting up to pass. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, Bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Ward now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. Chimere DK, the one he was looking for. And now they face second down. To the air with Ward. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Kirby Joseph picks it, and the Lions make the play that should win them this game.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
This could be our last, maybe second to last snap here. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's first and 10 again. Running it with Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start.
You